BizBeat, the insight you need. I'm Jing. On November the 29th, French President Emmanuel Macron arrived in Washington D.C. to start his 3-day state visit to the United States. U.S. President Joe Biden welcomed President Macron and France's First Lady President Macron with a lavish state banquet. However, according to the latest response from the White House, beyond the glitz and glam of an opulent state dinner, it is unlikely that the French president can actually achieve some concrete results for the list of concerns that he brings to Washington. One headache that President Macron hopes to alleviate on this trip is Europe's sky-high energy prices. European Union members have switched to more U.S. natural gas to reduce the bloc's energy dependence on Russia. But the switch comes with a hefty price tag, as Europeans pay almost 4 times more than Americans. The French president recently said U.S. natural gas prices are unfriendly. Another issue on Macron's agenda is Washington's aggressive protectionist practices outlined in its Inflation Reduction Act. In August this year, the U.S. passed a climate bill called the Inflation Reduction Act. The act contains $369 billion in subsidies for green technologies. European leaders fear the subsidies will distort the market to tip the playing field toward U.S. green tech companies at the expense of European ones. EU officials fret the subsidies may have discriminatory requirements on their domestic content and unfairly induce EU companies to relocate to the United States. Macron also argues the Inflation Reduction Act violates WTO rules. French Trade Minister Olivier Becht said on November the 25th that if the U.S. did not amend the bill, the EU would introduce tough countermeasures. Some analysts say if Biden could not compromise with Macron on the trade subsidy dispute, a transatlantic trade war or tit-for-tat tariff retaliations could be in the cards. During the most recent press meeting, President Biden says U.S. makes no apology for Inflation Reduction Act, neither will he. But only some glitches need to be changed. Some media reported earlier that when being asked by EU leaders about the high prices for America's natural gas during the G20 summit, Mr. Biden seemed to never realize that this could be an issue to these allies. So, France or the EU should seriously give a second thought to whether a real friend makes these actions.